Good morning, everybody. Hi and welcome. Thank you. This is another episode in the park, another session. Welcome, welcome. What a beautiful day. We're going to try and keep our sessions short because I have a lot that I want to get done today. And I wanted to share this with you. We're going to do another park session, get you used to getting outside, whether you're doing this in your backyard. So anytime you turn on our videos, just see if you can find a nice quiet place in nature, wherever you are. We're going to do some breath exercises and connecting your bodies and your systems with the earth so that you can practice it, so that you can bring forward your multidimensional allness, multidimensional practicing, how you're moving energy in your body, how you're becoming multidimensional in a fifth dimensional way, and loving your planet, of course, connecting with all the energy and the wisdoms in the biosphere and the planet. And the children are all outside playing, so we're so happy for the children, bringing so much laughter and joy to this earth. Thank you, children. Thank you, Spirit. And so today, as I sat down, I was wondering, there's a big hill over there, huge, huge hill, and the kids are all running up and down it. The camp instructors, they're so nice. Allowing all the children to play so much in all the different aspects of our beautiful Gaia offering. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. So what we're going to talk about is the chakras and our earth. And most of us that are light workers, just because of how we're just pressing into these new experiences being 5D, we're not really shown or told, other than the channeling that we're getting from our guides and our higher selves, we're changing as multidimensional beings. And we talked about in our videos lately about pressing out and becoming the unknown, beyond the beyond. How we've learned about our chakras, how we've known about our chakras has been the 1 through 7, if you will. But there's far more than that. There's 352 dimensions, and within each dimension, there's a chakra system. And we say chakra system because chakra system is multidimensional. Chakra system is inherently a microcosm of your Merkaba. Merkaba in every multidimensional manner. And it is your essence, the Merkabic essence of who you are as a multidimensional being, all the cosmos, all the planets that you belong to. The DNA is multidimensional. The DNA is cosmic. It's earthly. It's everything. And so too is our planet. She's a multidimensional being. She's sitting within a universe. So Gaia is absolutely a multidimensional, fragment, microscopic experience of source creator within all planetary systems. And it goes beyond what we know about the chakra systems that we've been learning about. Because again, what we have out there in general knowledge, we're going to start expanding. And so when I sit down and I channel any particular topic, I call in what I have been attracted to. And if I print something off or I read snippets of an article, I then channel what I need so that I have a base foundation of little bits and points here and there, not taking any one truth for truth, but just allowing myself to take little bits and pieces so that I just have enough of the verbiage, of the words, of how I may present energy and information to the public so that there's a social understanding, if you will. And so I have to take little bits and pieces from here and there, because if I'm not doing a full-time job as a geneticist, I might not have all the verbiage, but I'll have just enough so that I can explain stories and I can explain packets of downloads that I'm given so that we're understanding it in a way so that the common man can understand, the common woman can understand, even the children can understand that they're made up of a multidimensional packet that is constantly evolving. Each person has a potential to activate their own DNA, to work dynamically with their chakras. And so today we're going to talk about the multidimensional potential within our earth and the chakra systems is more than what we thought, obviously, because as we're pressing out into 5D, we're going to become just absolutely baffled at, how we've missed a lot of information. We've kind of seen through and seen into greater expansiveness of who we are as multidimensional beings. Because just like looking at a crystal, if you look at a crystal one way, if you look at it from another perspective, it's become something different. That what reflects to you is different. And so too are our chakras. Our chakras are like that. Our chakras have design and codes. There's a little tiny spider going across my screen. It's so beautiful. And so our chakras are each and of that. They're very specific symbols. They're very specific colors. They're very specific stories, if you will. And each chakra tells a story vibrationally, multidimensionally. Your chakras are linked to all that you are as a soul being. Your chakras have activation points. Our planet has activation points, and why they're so interrelated. The more you work with Gaia, the more you're harmonizing your chakras. And it's up to each person to take responsibility and ownership to how they want to move and transition and transform with their body. Their crystalline bodies, the crystalline energies that we're all becoming more accustomed to, is looking for the right word. Okay, they're showing me it's the cleansing and the harmonizing into higher integrity light. Higher integrity light is not what we think of it to mean as integrity on the planet. Integrity means that it's becoming more refined and pure of higher vibrational codes. It doesn't mean it's better. It is better, if you will, because the codes are becoming like a pinpoint. They're much more refined. It's much more accurate, much more precise, much more seismic, if you will. And so that's what we mean by integrity. It's becoming much more, it's not so elusive anymore. It's much more exact and precising. And we're starting to harmonize our multidimensionality in working with source and working with spirit and working with energies and working with our planet, working with all that is in any moment that we can, to become that refinement. And that refinement allows us to, okay, now they're showing me a story. When we're practicing becoming creators, we're always practicing. Every moment we're practicing becoming creators, regardless of how awakened we are. At every moment, we're becoming the creators of all that we're having before us in physical reality. There are practice earths, if you will, in our other consciousness times where we're practicing creating in a way that is not of detriment to other souls or energies. We get to practice our skills, we get to practice our wisdom, we get to practice our understandings. And then we get to anchor it here in the physical form so that we're now understanding as we're moving through universal laws, moving out of density, moving out of separation and segregation and fear, greed, limitation, and control, as we're healing that 51% of our karma, if you will, we then get to awaken to our creative gifts, our they're saying creatorship. The creatorship is calling in those aspects of who and how and what we are within our owning and claiming of it. Because so many of us, they're saying so many of you, I'm doing this in a third and first party, so I'll learn how to communicate so that it's one in the all because we are one. So many of you are still living in an insecure lack of self-esteem and lack of self-confidence into who you are as creators. So this next phase of your creational ability, your planet will help you when you are out with the Gaia and you are out feeling into her essence and feeling into her harmonies and her potentials. For you are co-creating within the essence, within the chemistry, within the biophysics of your planet, as you always have been, you always will be. Each realm that you belong to, you're so doing so in different planetary constitutions, substitutions. What each planet offers as substances, as various gases and metals and waters, and how you constitute air is different on every planet, in every realm, in every dimension, in every thread of physicality or not physicality. Because we're becoming the crystalline of who we are and who we choose. Crystalline is very exact, it's very precise, it's very pure, it's very refined. Therefore, so too are you becoming. But it calls that you go within and start playing with it and exacting yourself to a vibration. So practicing daily as your daily self-care, what vibration can I feel into? How can I really get exact about, and this is really profound, and this is really how incredible, I get so mind boggled. If you just think of one vibration, let's say excitement. Excitement, to be exact with excitement, it's very, very vast, because you can have excitement to look at a beautiful meal. You can have excitement to look at a beautiful piece of land that you want to play on. You can look at a beautiful bed that you want to jump into and just fall asleep. There's many realms and many versions of excitement. Excitement becomes that creator experience, becomes that creator vibration. The excitement to see a blank canvas and to see you create with a bunch of different colors in front of you. So whatever that excitement is, keep refining that excitement. And that becomes your beautiful initiatorhood into your creatorship. Because refinement of your vibration, refinement of how you're feeling, refinement of what feels nourishing to you, refinement of what feels exciting for you, refinement of how you feel in nature. All of those things help you become a better master creator. When you feel yourself in a low vibrational state, worry or anxiety or psychosis, whether you're just moving through a trauma and you're releasing the trauma, you then reach up for a new vibration, you anchor it down. You're then reaching for something new to call in. You're becoming much more refined about who you are in this moment. Who am I right now? I've just had that profound release. I'm going to have some reflection time. I'm going to have some observation time about how I'm changing, how I'm altering my behavior, how I'm altering my perspective of me and within the all. I'm creating it. There's no victimhood. I'm absolutely becoming a stronger, more powered person because I know that it's all me. I get to refine myself in that vibration. I get to refine myself in the frequency of creatorhood. And that is the more refined precisions that you will find the unfolding and the enveloping of the codes and the essence that is within your planet as you clear and cleanse and as you modify, harmonize higher vibrational codes. Remember, everything that Joanna is talking about is alchemy. Alchemy of all things that are energy, alchemy of all things that is the essence of God. God in all things, God is all matter. It's the directorship of it. It's the perspection of it. What is your perspective of any one moment? How can you choose that refinement of vibration? When you fall in love, how can that vibration be refined in a more exciting and dynamic way? Because you're now experiencing a fifth dimensional version of love. It's more unconditional. It's more accepting. It's more allowing. It's more filled with color. It's more filled with vastness and opportunity and infinite potential. Eternal. Every vibration that you choose to experience is eternal. And you can choose from which you choose to jump off from. Everyone has free will. What platform are you jumping off from? Thank you. So we're just connecting with the beautiful ancestors that are in the sky. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And so what they're wanting me to harmonize and inspire you with today, because many of these things we can create 4-hour classes on just this one topic. So we're offering you little bits and snippets. So if you choose to become a client and talk about these in your vocational planning sessions and in your vocational healing, activation healings, please feel free to send me an email. My link is below for any webinars or any co-creative work that you'd like to do in healing yourself and understanding your multidimensional bodies, how you are connected with the planet and how to use activations within your own daily self-care and daily self-alignment. But what was so exciting is that when we're talking about the chakras and we're talking about the earth, it's going to be far different than we thought. And this is what many of the masters and many of the councils that have been talking with me and preparing me to explore as a leader and an influencer upon our planet, is that keep pressing out what you think you are and who you are and the chakras are, how your chakras are connected in different unique ways that are beyond what you can imagine. And so a very basic example, and I've got some channeling here so I can share this with you, but even then the words that I'm channeling are very, very basic, are very basic in our new expansiveness, if that makes sense, because we are now becoming 5D. So how I'm going to offer it is very, very basic, but again, this one topic could be, even in an introduction, 4 hours long, because that's how we are expanding all at the same time. So our consciousness is really captivating the codes that are there. That's what I feel. It's like, wow, there's something there. Let's go, let's go. Because your energy and your consciousness know what's going on. Your higher self is leading to what's exciting, what's flowing, what's light, what's becoming of myself, what's becoming of the unknown. And it gets exciting. That's why excitement can be a very refined experience if you allow yourself to tap into those emotional vibrations and feelings and sensations. You're a fifth dimensional being for a reason, because you can explore these vibrations of emotion. You can explore these vibrations of refinement and really get crystal clear about what you want to feel and how you want to create it, because that's why we're here. We're here now on this earth to create with these codes of light. And so here's the channeling. I'm so excited. Chakras and the earth, the DNA and the chakras and the earth. They're all intertwined and it's all multidimensional. It's all the encapsulation of who you are, past, present, future, all realms. The earth holds specific codes for the renewal, for the repair, for the regeneration of each of your chakras. The maintenance is within each to honor, to fall in love with, to explore, and through such is self-activating. So as you explore who you are, as you fall in love with each chakra, so that could be a part of your daily self-care and your daily self-work, and do so with Gaia. Find different exploratory ways to explore within the chakra systems. And as you do so, you become self-activating. And I know this because I can feel it. And when you feel it, when you know that you're doing it yourself, that's when you remember, holy cow, I am profound. That's when you start calling in who you are as that cosmic being at an 8th dimensional level, already reworking and harmonizing your chakras to a new higher vibration. And that's how come I've been teaching what I know and what I remember, because it's just natural. You have to open the gate for all that you are as a higher vibrational being to live through you. That's what channeling is really like. When you're in alignment of your highest excitement, when you're in alignment of your highest joy, when you're in alignment of who you are as spirit, you just have to open up the gate and just begin.
all that information starts flowing in, and then you start finding that natural pathway of who you are as a spirit to offer it forward as a collective. And that's really, really important. Just begin and take heed and take note and take attunement as to what your excitements have been. Because once you start opening that floodgate, it's like an infinite, eternal experience of how and far and wide you can go. And that's the path that I've found that I want to share. You as a multidimensional being is so profound. It's so mystical. It's so magical. It's so miraculous. And there's infinite ways and infinite portals and infinite dimensions and infinite pathways that one can go and explore this. When I open up the gate to share healing, share infinite potential, to share human evolution, to share infinite evolution, I'm opening up gateways to all the other dimensions that I exist on, all the other threads and all the other cords that I belong with. So it's just a natural excitement for me. But you got to get in there and just open the door. Then those channel downloads come to you that you which heretofore would not think you have known, but that you do know. You're just now giving yourself permission to open up the gateway of who you are as a higher vibrational being. And then it lives through you, through your DNA activations, which your DNA activations activate all else, which activate your multidimensional fields, physically, mentally, emotionally, and etherically. But it's up to each person to take that daily self-care so that their fields are being cleared and cleansed. Their emotional body is balanced and healed. Their physical body is being upgraded to be able to process that greater light, because we're becoming more and more crystalline as we release and surrender and heal the carbon. That's so profound. It is a process. It's a very sacred alchemic process. It's very science. It's very spiritual. It's very the essence of God, but you are the director of it. The door will be opened always, but you have to meet the energy there. You have to meet the energy. And that's about becoming refined about your crystalline frequencies, refined about who you are as a crystalline being. Because remember, our grids have been prepared for many, 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 many years for this one lifetime by many ancient tribes, by many celestial beings, by Gaia herself, by God and the highest heavenly councils, the Most High. So this crystalline refinement is again beyond what we can fathom. It's beyond. We don't have words yet. But this is where it's so exciting that I bring forward, and my excitement is because I'm here to inspire and influence the beyond. So we're going to be having new words. We're going to be pressing out. We're going to be thinking new. We're going to be feeling new. And that's the point. So the more that you get with Gaia, you can start interacting and threading yourself within the divine essence that is God. So, and with that said, the earth in it and in her love is deepening within you as you her. What are you remembering? What is your ability to recognize the thread and to navigate through that knowing? Remember, everything I say is a download. So those of you that have been with us a while, you know this. So I know some of you like to sit with your pens and papers because you've been with me for many, many years. You like to write down these sentences and then go within it and then expand in it. And so that is what I'm seeing some of you doing. So they're just showing me the vision of that. And I'm commending you for that, because you're doing your own inner work. You're connecting with your excitement of who you are as a Christ, Christ consciousness. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you to your Holy Spirit. Thank you to your spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And I'm so honored to be of this path with you and to be able to connect with you in those visions that they're showing me of you. So I appreciate you and I value you. Thank you. And I send it back to I'm just sending you light. Thank you. And the ability to recognize and thread and navigate through the knowing. Navigate through the knowing and trust that knowing. When you're navigating a difficult or a joyful experience, navigate the knowing of it. I know this feels light. I'm going to navigate this way. I know this feels light. I'm going to navigate that way. This feels exciting. I'm going to navigate that way. Expansiveness that is multidimensional. Now that we're expanding into new codes upon our earth, the biosphere, our bodies, we're going to be recognizing things that feel different. So be sure to take the time to clear, to cleanse, to reflect, to write down, to journal, to express, and feel into what those new multidimensional expressions or codes or energies or changes or shifts mean for you. Because you're becoming more expansive. You have to be able to understand it. So seek it, press it out. Seek into the refinement of it, the clarity of it. Am I being clear about what I just felt? What did I feel? Let's get clear about this. How can I create more of that? Because that's really exciting. That's what I want to create. That's how you start paving away these new templates for fifth dimensional. It's never been done before. We're creating it. So we're getting really excited. Those of us that can feel, those of us that are empaths and crystals, we can feel things at a really fine-tuned frequency. I can feel things. I can feel something that's being done over there. I can feel something that's being said over there. So for us, that refinement of really soaking in that thread and really getting fine-tuned about what I want, because that is the creating of heaven upon earth. It's each of us refining ourselves to that excitement of that sacred child energy, and then expressing it and infusing it, seeing from within as without. Remember, the environment doesn't affect us. That's what we've been taught from our sciences. We've got it backwards. We affect our environment, but it's about us being clear about our vibration. What exactly are we offering? Most of us are offering very negative stuff because most people are walking around dysfunctional and not healed. And so they've said, everything is a multidimensional essence. It just is. Even if it seems solid and unawake and unaware, it absolutely is a multidimensional essence because it's all spirit. Everything that is matter is spirit. It is. It just is. It is. It just is. To feel, to create, to ignite, and to infuse is a blessing that is the blessing that has been of the blessing of God. Spirit, grace, all that is, source, whatever you want to call the essence of all that is life, the intelligent field, which has been studied and known about since 1867. It might have even been 1897. No, they're saying 67. 1867, since the presence of intelligence within fields of operation, fields within life, fields within the ocean, fields within all that is life in the universe and the cosmic and the galaxy. There's an energy that is intelligent, that understands all that is life. Systems of life working within systems of life that cannot be understood. That's spirit. It's everywhere. The elementals within the assurance of all life are initiators. So the elemental systems of life, they were just giving that to me as an example. How can we really refine and say, okay, elementals, I want to thread with you. I want to work with you. And in those worlds where we practice, we work a lot with the elemental energies because they're the initiators of all that is life. So if I wanted to create a forest for the benevolency of a tribe that needs that forest because we've degraded it, how would I create that forest? Like the Amazon. We're able to recreate our forests. That is living on heaven on earth because we absolutely know we can. I'm refining myself to that crystalline knowingness that I am, and feeling into that I am presence, that refinement of who I am as spirit. That's why they showed us such miracles as the parting of the Red Sea, if you will, or Jesus walking on water. Those miracles were shown to show us that we are the initiators of such miracles of life, of knowing of the science, the biochemistry, the energy of all that is life, the energy of the intelligent field within and without. So they said the chemistry, the quantum mechanics, and life that is always becoming, you will learn, you will awaken to the elegance that is natural symmetry. There's always a natural symmetry of life. As we become more crystalline, we're going to want to explore the symmetry of life, the symbiosis of life. And that's why we are here learning. This is what's so profound. They're showing me how profound this is. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. They're showing me, thank you, Spirit. They're showing me the councils of light sitting in this council meeting, and they're looking and they're talking about the progress that's being done on earth. And we're all a part of these beautiful, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. I'm a part of these grateful becomings. And they're saying, how exciting is it in the capacity of all that you are as a world? And those of you that look at the bigger picture of things, when you just understand how much and how far you've come, how much there is to actually explore and be a part of, really get excited about that co-creative experience. When we really sit and think about our just beginning of the intrigue that we have to be symbiotic with every aspect of life system upon our planet. I mean, that in and of itself is mind-boggling. And that from the highest perspectives of evolution, the highest councils from the 12th, 15th, 14th, 15th dimension, that's how we're pressing out evolution. What we thought about being an ecosystem before and being ecologists or ambassadors of the ecology, we are pressing far beyond that because we're now including our multidimensionality. We're now including our soul. We're now including our ancestry. We're now including all things from past, present, future. It's all now. It's the harmonization simultaneously of now. That is becoming crystalline now, refined now, knowing, absolutely opening up to who we are as spirit and offering it forward in joy. And everything will be taken care of. And that's just profound. And so we'll end it up this way, and then we'll do a quick 5D tarot, 5D and beyond. Wisdoms are now coming from ancient, future, and multidimensional. In its threading, past, ancient, future, cosmic, galactic, the all dimensions, all now, simultaneous. And the more that you're with spirit, the more that you're with the intention of spirit as Gaia, Gaia as spirit, all that is matter. So much clearing going on there. Thank you. That was a huge download. Thank you. That you're encompassing these all now, all now, all now. Past, present, future is now, 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 simultaneous. And all of these codes and all of these energies becoming now in this new cosmic moment. Say, I can make a refined. We're going to do something like this now. I'm going to see it this way now, because you're only responsible for you. And if others join you in this excitement, then that's absolutely, you know, that they're your tribe and they're meant to come with you. And you're meant to be with them for however long, and then they go their way and you go yours, because that's how the flow of allowance and acceptance is. Not any two people are going to be on the same path. Not any two people are going to have the same grand excitement in the same grand way. So be there to inspire, to ignite, and to empower each other. Empower all to heal. Empower all to know that they have the potential to heal. Empower and encourage all to know that they can be and do all. And that's how you know you've been of goodwill. Empowering the best in all. And regardless of what they're going through, see them healing themselves. See them taking responsibility for their health. See them taking responsibility for their multidimensionality. See them taking ownership of who they are as a choice, as a voice, as a person of human and benevolent and cosmic light. Because we are. It's profound. It's all happening now. And they also gave me an herb. And this herb comes from a flower from the pea family, and it's called wisteria. And I know that wisteria is used in a lot of beautiful healing herbs and tonics, and it is edible. Look it up on your own time and in your own way, if you so choose, to see how you'd like to use wisteria and how it would affect you, because not everybody is the same. Not everybody has the same constitution. So always use herbs and flowers and respect and reverence. Again, when you're moving forward with respect and reverence, you always know that you're going to be working in benevolence. Benevolence is the learning from malevolence, when you're only being a self, you know, in that self-absorbed experience where it's all about you and the ego, and you're creating that safety and creating that ideal of ego. And so just know that benevolence is the greater good of all. How you say, how you act, what you act, all that you do, really all that you're vibrating in, everything that you do is as a particle of vibration is affecting it all. And so that's only going to allow you to know what's coming back. But now we're expanding into this new, the only way they're really giving it to me is arena. You know, when you go into those big coliseums and then you walk in and you only see the first level of chairs and then the next level and the next level and the next level. That's how I've always seen the Council of Light. It's in this big podium stage, and there's cascading seats, cascading energy threads, spirals, blankets or sheets. Really, sheets is the only way I can explain it. Sheets, threads and threads and threads of vibration. And so we're now into a new of creating and seeing and sensing and harmonizing. And your chakras, the earth, are the fluid vessels or vestibules or matter. It's the matter part of us. It's our matter, multidimensional, spiritual, symbolic picture of us, and we get to refine it because our chakras have been very imbalanced. Our chakras have been discolored. Our chakras have been very blocked and clogged. But it's up to each person to take ownership of that and start healing and nurturing and exploring it. And so we're going into this whole new level of what we know chakras to be and what we know our earth to be within our chakras as our beautiful higher dimensional selves. So thank you, Spirit. And so let's just do beautiful. How's everybody doing? So I would love to hear your comments in your own park sessions and how are you getting out to nature? And create a beautiful straight back if you like. And we're going to do a breathing exercise. Just your back is nice and straight. Start visualizing the planet beneath your feet or beneath your spine. Right beneath your spine, you're going to create a cord, and that cord's going to go all the way into the center of the earth, through your sacral chakra, through your root chakra, through your earth star chakra. And you're just going to call your ancestors forward. All the ancestors from all previous earths, which are actually aspects of you. You're going to call them forward through breath, through pure intention. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to do a light activation as you're doing your breath work. Just calling in all that you are as a beautiful harmonized being of light. Thank you, Spirit. And then through that activation, you're going to allow that breath of the light, that breath of spirit, bathing you with golden white light from your highest chakras up to the stars and heavens, and then bathe you down with crystalline light, crystalline light, crystalline light, and express. Give yourself a shake. Release anything in your chakras or your bodies or your fields that is not serving you in your highest and your best. Any worry and anxiety, see it bathed away. Just by your intention, I bathe any anxiety, any worry, any energies that are darkened, any energies, entities that are attached to me, release the towards now, please. Through my higher self and through my soul, I release any energies or entities that are not serving my highest and my best. Release now, please. And you can have Archangel Michael tune in to the energies and the belief systems that you have that have called these energies and entities in. That you did not have the power, you did not have the strength, you did not have the creativity, whatever it was that you were lacking in. Just call in the acknowledgement of that belief and see your ancestors and see Archangel Michael, see your higher self and see your soul, releasing these lower vibration beliefs, because if you so choose, it's always free will. You can choose to see yourself from a new perspective, where you are a crystalline energy and you can choose any perspective that you so wish. That's up to you. And call in your white breath, light, crystalline, love, and golden light, and breathe up to the heavens, up to the heavens, up to the heavens, and know that you're being bathed with the codes that are exactly precise for you through your angels and your healing teams. Call them in now. I call in my healing teams now, please. Now, now, now. Thank you, Spirit. And they are washing away and helping you peel away what is necessary to be peeled away so that you know that you are crystalline, darlings. You know it. And we have a cord that just fell out. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Woo, the essence of Joanna. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to take these two. These two are really fun. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm so grateful. They're saying that they love me. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful. I love you too. You are worthy of being loved. Thank you, Spirit. They're always reminding me. Part of my story over the last 50 years, it's been about changing the beliefs and ideals about my worthiness of being loved, because many of the people in relationships that I've come into contact with have been so very dysfunctional, to reflect to me the beliefs that I've come here to be a teacher of, and healing energy for, the assistance of others working through their shadow energies and their imprints and the belief systems that they've come with in their lineage or their Akash or social systems. So you are very worthy of being loved, and you're worthy of being treasured, and you're worthy to walk away from what doesn't serve you. You're worthy of walking away from the mental and emotional games that are played through dysfunctional codependence and all of these lack systems. You're worthy of walking away from it and to be loved truly and deeply for who you are, and not to be held in captivity by anyone or anything, which is, as you look back on it, when you become awakened, which will feel ridiculous that you ever spent any time within it, but it was necessary for you to learn and grow. So give yourself compassion and forgiveness. So these two cards that came out, they're so lovely as the little gnomes. So like luminous. The luminous is those aspects of ourselves where we just don't feel worthy enough to know ourselves as refined. We don't feel worthy enough to know ourselves as multidimensional. And we just want to sit in that sadness, but not to get stuck there. This little orb that luminous is holding is the potential that there is always another opportunity and an option, but to allow yourself to feel that essence, to feel those emotions, to feel those energies and allow it. When I was breathing and doing my work this morning, it says, what energy wants to come forward? And my higher self and the inner child said sadness and disappointment for the many times that I had given and offered so unconditionally, and how little I had received from most people in my life. Because to no fault of anyone's, they were just so stuck in their own self-lack and their dysfunction. But I still needed to have that sadness and to have that gloominess about the lack of joy that I've had in my life. And so I wanted to give that presence. I wanted to feel that fully. And I wanted to know that that was a part of my story. And it's okay just to allow that to flow. And you see the wings on luminous. He's been tattered. You know, he feels that way because he's had such a hard knot. But it's okay to transcend it too. He knows that what he is holding is his own potential to know that, yeah, I'm going to allow myself to feel this, but I get to come out of it. I get to know that there are stories that are sad. There are stories that are humbling. There are stories that are teaching in and of itself, so that I can choose. I deserve better. I deserve better to to know and to be of myself in better ways, and to not allow anybody to think that anyone or anything has control of any potential or outcome for me, because they simply don't. And you're creating the world from your consciousness of it. So just allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Oh, and Iris of the Rainbow. Iris of the Rainbow is a beautiful fairy, and she's beautiful and naked, and she's my card for the star, and she creates, it's wonderful that we're having the rainbow come in. So they're showing me a little dewdrop of rain, and how the sun, when it hits it, shows a rainbow of the crystalline energy that's held within things, the beyond the beyond. Sometimes when we're perceiving just that drop of water, it's not really a drop of water, it's something different when you perceive it from a new perspective. And so the Iris of the Rainbow is exactly that. She's the fairy of potential. She's the fairy of understanding that dreams are within the perceiving and the knowing and the consciousness. Refinement. So refine how you want to see things. Refine how you choose to see something next, because you're repatterning. Everything in our universe and everything that has been experienced is a pattern. So one must change the pattern, especially when it comes to trauma. So to change the patterns of trauma in anything, in any aspect of life, and this is where our medical fields, our psychology, philosophy, everything will have to be rewritten, because it's an energy imprint of the experience continuing, and that trauma has not been healed. Therefore, the imprint and the energy and the pattern will continue. And that's why you'll just call different people in with different masks on and different bodies and different forms and different colors, but that energy will still play out until that wound is healed. And it's a multi-dimensional experience. You can move as many times as you want, but that imprint is still there in your field, in your chakras, in the deep cellular tissues. That's why that's a multi-dimensional healing experience that one must partake and be committed to and devoted to. So this is the Iris of the Rainbow, saying that there's infinite colors and potentials through your own perspective. That's your consciousness and awareness. I'm awakening to me being a more sentient being, and I'm so grateful for it. So thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you for that download. This is a fifth dimensional offering. And so my purpose is to offer a new perspective on the tarot and divination. And the new tarot and the divination is understanding who you are as a multidimensional being. Who are you? What do you exist within, and what exists within you? It's not going to be about finding your soulmate. It's not going to be about, finding your twin flame and having a twin flame experience, which romanticized and not even touching on the healing that needs to be done. And so my intention is to create a higher vibrational understanding of divination tools through the multidimensional energies and essences that is the intelligent field of who we are within and without, is above, so below. Because we're stepping beyond the subconscious, is now becoming conscious. So we need to then press out in higher vibrational ways, so that who we are as a collective, who we are as vibrational beings, who we are as matter beings in a matter world on a vibrational level that is becoming more crystalline. And so that is what many tarot offerings will be now stepping into. It's not necessarily just regurgitating what's written in a book. And because there's so much information, energies written, it's absolutely worthy and honoring to take the creator's interpretation of what that means for them. But it's only a starting point. Never ever use the regurgitated information from someone else, because it's meant to be only used as a starting point in a template. That's what light language does. It offers a starting point. You're meant to go in and sort that code out, to reflect on that code, how you want that code to work for you now. That's evolution. Taking ourselves to places we've never been before is going to take courage. It's going to take your wanting to know, I can be embarrassed for a minute because I'm evolving. There's no such thing as failure to me. I'm okay to be embarrassed. I'm okay to be the influencer of the weird and the odd. I'm okay to be the influencer of things that never been heard of or talked about. I'm okay with that. I get it, because that's who I am. And if I suppress it and if I denounce it, then I'm absolutely not living in my truth. And I'm going to attract people that will also be denouncing themselves, be masking of themselves. And I want pure. I want pure. I want sacred. I want truth. And I want weird and awkward. And that's what I'm okay with now. And so I'm super happy to bring it out there, because there's so many people that are taking courageous acts to know that we must become more of who we are, to go beyond the beyond, and release yourself from constantly returning back to cycles that are depleting of you, degrading of you, and release yourself from those people that make you feel that way and allow you to slip back into old patterns and cycles because it serves them, or making choices that serve them without even serving you first. So release yourselves from all of those experiences, and most often than not, who these people are, who these energies are, who these entities are. They're usually contracts that you agree with at the highest consciousness, so that you can become the leader and the influence of you are, or you. And so use those contracts to the highest benevolence. Thank you for, you're a great soul of change. You've showed me who I am. And I see you healing your stuff because I've healed mine. And I'll see you later. So be okay to say goodbye to what needs to be said goodbye to, whether it's a habit, whether it's addiction. Use that energy because it's an energy, whether it's a person, a group, a company, a government policy, a government program, a government rule, whatever that limitation is that is triggering you. Just know that you can say goodbye to it. Once you heed the lesson, once you heed the power within it that is you, because there's always a power within it, it's always you, then you can reclaim that. I gave my power to that. I'm not going to give it anymore. This is me. And I'm absolutely okay to be an influencer of what is weird and wonderful, because this is who I am, and I'm going to be all that I am. I'm here to inspire others to be who they are. So I must stand within it. And this card came flying out. Ta-da! The universe showing us in every minute the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about change. What was, as we've been talking about for many, many months, the suppressed, the the ones that have been taken advantage of, all systems on our earth, the elders, the collectives that have been taken advantage of, all of those aspects are now changing. The earth, who has been taken advantage of. That's why it's important that we become in greater alignment of her. And the Nine of Pentacles is coming at me from the bottom of the deck, which is how can you make your own dreams come true in your own abundance from these new experiences of change. Because each of you are unique to come forward and start rewriting through the refinement of what you feel, through the refinement of purifying and creating that daily care with your chakras, the daily harmonization of multidimensional energies and codes that are coming in this simultaneous now. The all now, the cosmic now, the galactic now, the universal now, the omnipresent now. You're working within the fields of now. All is now and all is profoundly eternal. Any one vibration is eternal. There is no end. There is no end to what love can be, to what love can change, to what love can transform, to what love can inspire and ignite. And why it takes a courageous heart to let go of old systems, because there's many of you that will have to say goodbye to those that will be and will want to remain held within them, because they're not done their lessons yet. They're not done their healing. They're not done their exploration, and that's okay. There's no judgment. Everything is perfect. There's a pacing and a temperament for everyone. So expect that, honor it, and be okay to say goodbye. Be okay to say, I'm done. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be given to. I deserve to receive. I deserve to receive. And you deserve to receive in the way that you're meant to receive. But one must go through the beliefs and the lack of self and clear those out, because Spirit's always got something waiting for you. It's always there. It's so refined. Spirit is so refined in what you need. It's just a matter of what are our beliefs that we deserve it. Who are we in our own perspective? And that's what I said earlier about the crystal. When you look at it from one perspective, you turn it another way. Wow, I see myself in a whole different way. That's why you must face your shadows. You must face the inner child wounding. That's a perspective of you. You can't forget about it and pretend it's not there. You cannot go through ascension without facing your shadow, dark night of the soul, because it allows you to see how diverse you are, how you can navigate feeling, emotion, the capacity of who you are as a being of light. We've had it all backwards. The realm of potential is within. As within, so without. We are the ones creating first. Your consciousness comes first. How can you refine to what you truly want? Redefine who you are. Get refined with your vibrations. Get refined with your chakras. Get refined with your body. Get refined with the herbs and the flowers that are with us. So wisteria is from the pea family. It's a flower. And so look that up for further investigation. The guides gave that to me, and my ancestors gave that to me as the flower of the day. And so fall in love with your chakras, dear lighted ones. Fall in love with who you are. Fall in love with the beautiful energy that breath excites and delights and ignites. Breath is all that is activational. And we love you so dearly. We hope you take beautiful advantage of the beautiful Gaia that's always with you, and the energy and the wisdoms. And we love you so very much. For those of you that would like a private session and a private appointment and would like to co-create in any way, my work is for permission and credit only, because I deserve to receive from all of the work that I've created for the past 15 years and the 3 books that I've written. I'm going to be writing many, many more. I'm just getting started. So I'm really excited to inspire and influence all of you to find that sacred voice within, because we are absolute creators on this planet. And I'm so very excited to get started on my own co-creational journey. And so I hope that you'll stay with us. Thumbs up and follow our videos if you so wish. And we'll hope that we'll see you soon and get out there and really get excited about Gaia and fall in love again. You're worthy of receiving the beautiful blessings that are God. Thank you, dear lighted ones. We love you. Bye. Love and light. Bye.